Welcome back. Newsline is here live at CPAC for you. Some of the most influential leaders, players in the game, and also administration officials. We're so pleased right now on set. I'm being joined by Sebastian Gorka. He currently serves as the Senior Director of Counterterrorism under President Donald Trump, of course. Once a member of the Newsmax team, the Gorka Reality Check. Sebastian, so good to see you here at CPAC.
Great to see you, Bianca. Thanks for having me.
Huge dose of reality with the people who want to kill Americans. Tell us about some of the momentum and what's being done, especially in regards to ISIS, Sebastian. You are at the forefront of some really big things.
Well, I shared the story because everybody wants to know what President Trump's really like and what it's like working for him. And I told the story from the stage today that second week of the administration, we'd only been in office for 8 days. And the National Security Advisor, former Green Beret, Mike Waltz, myself and one of my members from of my team at the NSC walked into the Oval with a classified target packet, and we showed the president, sir, there is an ISIS enclave, a cave complex in northern Somalia that the government has been surveilling for almost 2 years that's full of ISIS leadership. And the president looked up from the Resolute desk and said, what do you mean we've been surveilling them for 2 years? He looked at Mike and he said, kill them. He got out his iconic big Sharpie, ticked the go box on the operational orders, and less than 30 hours later, we're in the Situation Room watching this cave complex be blown into smithereens.
And we got reports of it, but that's my same reaction. Why? Why the hesitancy in the last administration to do that move?
Well, as I said many times on my Newsmax show, when Biden and Harris were in command, which they weren't doing, they treated our friends like enemies, including Israel, and they placated our real enemies. What kind of regime gives billions of dollars to Iran? What kind of president literally opens the borders to any malefactor who wants to come in? That changed at 12:01 on January the 20th, and the last 31 days have been magnificent because I can't keep up with the pace of what our warfighters are doing because President Trump has said, okay, you want to, in that viral tweet, you want to hurt Americans? We will find you, we will kill you.
We know the difference, we feel it as someone who's covering the administration day in and day out. And covering it from the perspective of an America First, looking at the chessboard, how it is being sort of pieces moved around in a way that will protect Americans. You are there, counterterrorism. Should Americans feel safer today? We know the border crossings have gone down tremendously, but the big concern, and we've talked about it for years, that these people are able to hide and they're able to have cells here. And they let in so many people that the problem wasn't going to go away overnight in the first 3 weeks.
Let me answer the question thusly. I don't have to give you classified information. I only have to say a few words. Tom Homan, Kash Patel, Governor Noem, John Radcliffe, those names alone, Mike Waltz, should make you feel warm inside. I've received 2 kinds of text messages in the last month. They either say, congratulations, Seb, or I feel so much safer. That's because of the team President Trump has around him. I mean, these are people who are patriots and want to do one thing, secure America.
It's astonishing that, you know, it really took this historic election for this to actually change. Kash Patel being sworn in today at 4 p.m. He literally can get to work immediately. There's been talk of what may be his first move. We know his boss, Pam Bondi, wasted no time. In about an hour or two, there were things that were trickling out. What can you tell us? What's Kash going to be up to in the first 8 hours, 24 hours? I'll give him 24.
I'll be there. I'll be there at his swearing in the Indian Treaty Room in the White House. I am so happy for not only him and his parents, I'm happy for America. Because 2 things. He'll make us safe. He'll work with Mike Waltz's team, with my counterterrorism team, to make sure that the threat domestically is dealt with. And on top of that, for me, it's all the abuses of power from the FBI, the DOJ under the last 4 years. 72-year-old grandmothers being put in prison because they prayed in Congress on January the 6th. Beautiful pro-life people outside.
Latin mass?
You know, we're not going to have Catholics targeted by the FBI before that because they go to Latin mass. So Kash Patel is going to bring the Bureau back to where it should be.
Are Democrats scared? And should they be?
If you committed a crime, you should be scared.